you ever noticed someone who always seems to be the victim, no matter the situation? Today we're diving into the psychology behind the victim mindset, especially when it's used as a shield or a strategy. We'll explore how Stoic philosophy offers a powerful reality check, helping us see through the drama and focus on what truly matters. Whether it's in relationships, at work, or among friends, understanding this dynamic can transform the way we interact with others and ourselves. Let's start by recognizing the signs and understanding why this pattern emerges. Victim behavior often shows up as constant complaining, blaming others, or feeling powerless. It's not always obvious, sometimes it's subtle, like sighs, eye rolls, or passive-aggressive comments. The person may avoid responsibility and expect others to fix their problems. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to understanding what's really going on. It's important to approach this with empathy, but also with clarity, so we don't get pulled into the emotional whirlwind. Let's look at some common scenarios where this mindset appears. How do some people fall into the victim role? Often, it's a learned response to stress or conflict. Playing the victim can bring attention, sympathy, or even a sense of control. It's a way to avoid facing uncomfortable truths or taking responsibility for one's actions. Sometimes it's rooted in past experiences where being the victim was the only way to get needs met. Understanding these motivations helps us respond with compassion, but also with boundaries. Now let's see how Stoic philosophy can help us break this cycle. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. Instead of getting swept up in drama or emotional manipulation, Stoics remain grounded and rational. They ask, what is within my power, what is outside of it? This mindset is a powerful antidote to the victim mentality. By practicing Stoic principles, we can maintain our peace and clarity, even when others try to pull us into their stories. Let's break down the core concepts of Stoicism that are most helpful here. When faced with someone playing the victim, Stoicism encourages us to detach emotionally. This doesn't mean being cold or uncaring, it means not letting their emotions dictate our own. We can listen, acknowledge their feelings, but stay rooted in our own values and logic. This approach helps us avoid being manipulated or drawn into unnecessary conflict. It also sets a healthy example for others, showing that calm and reason are more powerful than emotional outbursts. One of the most important Stoic tools is setting clear boundaries. When someone repeatedly plays the victim, it's crucial to define what you will and won't accept. This might mean limiting certain conversations, refusing to take on their problems, or calmly stating your perspective. Boundaries protect your energy and prevent resentment from building up. They also encourage the other person to take more responsibility for their own life, which is ultimately empowering for both sides. Stoicism isn't about being harsh or dismissive. It's about responding with compassion but not enabling unhealthy patterns. When someone is stuck in victim mode, offer empathy but also gently challenge their perspective. Ask questions that encourage self-reflection like, what can you do about this? How might you see this differently? This approach helps the person grow rather than stay stuck. It also deepens your own emotional intelligence and resilience. Every encounter with a victim mindset is a chance for personal growth. It challenges us to stay true to our values, practice patience, and refine our communication skills. By applying Stoic principles, we become less reactive and more intentional in our responses. Over time, this not only improves our relationships but also strengthens our own sense of inner peace. Remember, growth often comes from the most challenging interaction. Wrap up: when someone plays the victim, it's important to recognize the pattern, understand the underlying motivations, and respond with both compassion and boundaries. Stoic philosophy offers practical tools to stay grounded and avoid being swept up in drama. By focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't, we create healthier relationships and a more peaceful mindset. Next time you encounter the victim mindset, remember, clarity, compassion, and boundaries are your best allies.